dust, black rose, no hope, life low. Alright, I'm set, I got my deck, I'm about to head to my homie crib next. I got a brand new combo with some chicks, I'm about to burn them for 8,000 quick. Got it on standby so you can't draw, main face ain't shit, go to your school phase, that mean you lost, that's how it be.
What is going on, guys? It's your boy KAIJU-MAJU. I'm bringing you a quick combo video. I uploaded this KAIJU-MAJU deck about a month ago. I got first place at locals with it. A lot of you seem to really like the deck, so I've been getting tons of requests on Facebook and on Instagram for me to do a combo video. So here it is, just going to show you some really basic combos. It's really easy to use, so here we go. So remember, this is a 46 card build, and for the extra deck I've only made one change. We had a super poly target for Virtual World, but it's obviously not seeing a lot of play now, so I took out that target, which was Axon Kicker, I believe. I've put in the Blackluster Soldier link, so you can also add the Eldritch Fusion. I'll probably try and do an updated profile on this if I decide to make any changes, but I mean, it still does really well. It's got so many outs to like Dragoon, to Tri-Brigade, to other things like that, so still a really good deck even though it's a month old. So here we go with the combo video. Alright, so we're going to start with a good old shuffle to the deck. Good old brick shuffle. Whoop. Sorry, this will take a bit of time, so if you just want to skip like 20 seconds, 30 seconds maybe. Remember, main deck's 46 cards, so the reason we're playing 46 cards is obviously because we're playing Pot of Desires, we're playing the Gizmek Orochi, we're banishing quite a lot. Sorry, I'm trying to balance my arms around the tripod. So yeah, as I said, if you want the full deck list, it's on my channel. I'll try and link it down below, but I don't have that many videos, so you can find it very easily. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So remember, this is like a go second deck. You don't want to go first. So let's see what we have. So 2 super polys, the Flame Kaiju Gizmek, and a Kaiju Slumber, so we're going second. So if we're going second, this is our opening hand. We've drawn the 1. We're going to want to activate Trade-In, discard the Gizmek Orochi, draw 2. Perfect. So the reason we got rid of Gizmek Orochi, whoop, the light's there. So the reason we got rid of Gizmek Orochi is obviously because we can still trigger him from grave, so it doesn't really hurt us. So depending on what your opponent has, if you have 2 options here, you can Kaiju them with Gadarla, and then you can special summon the Flame Kaiju to your side, or you can use Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, which is what I'm going to do. So if they've got a negate, you've pretty much just baited out the negate if they try and negate that, or say it goes through, so you're going to special summon a Kaiju to each side. So we want to give our opponent the weakest Kaiju, so we're going to give him Turtle Boy, and we are going to take Gadarla. So we've got 2 there. Shuffle the good old deck. And cut. Alright, so our opponent has Turtle Kaiju, we've got Gadarla, so we're going to trigger Gizmek Orochi from grave to special summon him. Alright, I'll try and use my zones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are banished. So Gizmek's now there. We're going to link. So you can easily go for like anything. We're playing a lot of level 8, so you can go into Dingir Su, you can go into Galaxy Ice, and then go into Photon Armor. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into Photon, then Photon I'm going to overlay into Galaxy Ice. Galaxy Ice, detach to pop 1. So pop the Kaiju, goes to our grave. So we've got 8 banished in, 8 cards banished. So we're going to summon the KAIJU-MAJU, so it's at 2400. And there we can swing for 64. You can set the super poly and then pass turn. So that's one option, or we can take the Maju back. So this is going back, so not doing that. So that's still in our hand. the Kaiju still in our opponent's field. So we've gone into Galaxy Ice. So our opponent still controls the Turtle Kaiju. Sorry, Gizmek is still attached. So we're controlling the Photon Lord. Our opponent controls a Kaiju. So remember, if your opponent controls a Kaiju and you don't, you can special summon a Kaiju. So since we overlaid the Kaiju, our Kaiju, we no longer control it. So we can special summon a Kaiju. So we're going to summon Flame Kaiju that was in our hand. Now we're going to trigger Galaxy Ice effect. Discard, detach, pop the Kaiju. So we've got 8 cards banished because we brought Gizmek Orochi. Normal summon the Maju, and that should be OTK right there, because remember, you popped everything with Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, overlaid 4K, 2400, and the 3K for the Flame Kaiju, so easily just swing, and GG. Alright, so let's do another hand, so we're going to give this a nice little shuffle. You can also side in cards because they're obviously going to make you go first when you, like, if you win game 1, game 2, and you don't get to pick. So side in something that will be good, like, I don't know, floodgates or something. So let's cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see. So remember, we're still going second. So we've got Pop Desires, Trade In, Flame Kaiju, Gizmek, and Infinite Impermanence. So we're going to draw our 1 card. So again, we're going to want to do the same thing. Trade in, discard Gizmek Orochi, draw 2. 1, 2. So it's Mothman. Alright, so what are we going to want to do next is we're going to want to Pop Desires. So banish 10 to draw 2. So if they don't have an Ash, we'll be able to draw 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So remember, we're fueling our Maju. So 1, 2. So what did we draw? Perfect, 2 Kaiju. So regardless of what they have, let's say they've got like a Dragoon or something big on the board, we're going to Kaiju it. Remember, you want to give them the weakest Kaiju. So we'll give them the Turtle. We're going to special summon a Kaiju to our side of the field. So we're going to summon the Flame Kaiju. We're going to want to trigger Mothman just to get that extra draw. Or what you can do is just summon your Grand Maju. So I kind of do this all the time when I'm going to trigger a danger. If I don't want to lose my Maju, because it's obviously just the one I have, I'm going to normal summon him. And then I'm going to trigger the Kaiju. So just shuffle. It's usually a die roll that people do. So, all right. So let's just say that one. Whoop. So, ooh, it is Mothman. So we get to draw 1 and discard 1. So it's Bigfoot. So, all right. So in this moment, I'm gonna want to discard Bigfoot. So discard Bigfoot. Effect. Pop the Kaiju we gave our opponent. Trigger Gizmek Engrave. So we're banishing 8 to bring him back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's just fueled our Maju even more. So we've got 18 cards banished because remember, we triggered Pot of Desires, we triggered Gizmek. So you can do an easy overlay here just for like protection or something. So you can go either Dingirsu, or you can go into Hope Harbinger for spells, or you can go into, where is he? Photon Lord, just to negate monster effects. In this instance, I'm going to go into Dingirsu because I want to protect my Maju. So you can easily just attack there. You've got OTK with Grand Maju because he's fueled up by 18 banished cards. You can attack with the Gizmek Orochi if they impermed him or something. The Kaiju, so you've got enough for OTK, but if you just want to play it safe, go into Dingirsu, swing with Maju. If they're going to pop it or something, you've got the Dingirsu protection. Alright, so we're going to do one more hand, guys. Give this, I already brick shuffled this. I don't want too much shuffling in the video, otherwise we'll just take up time. But yeah, as you can see, the deck's pretty easy to use. If you want the full deck list, the video's in my profile. But yeah, it's nothing complicated. You've got tons of draw power. You've got the Gizmek to fuel your Maju. You've got the Pot of Desire, so you always have like a level 8 for the trade-in. So it's a really consistent deck. It's just like depending on your opponent, depending on like what you're playing against, depending on format. So yeah, it's just easy to build and quite cheap, to be honest. You can get all these cards in like a low rarity. So we're going for second. Sorry, we're just gonna do going second hands, because going first hands is just like conditional against like what we're playing against. So we're going second. So we've got 3 kaijus in hand, which is amazing because we can just pretty much out anything on the board. We've got the Danger Thunderbird. We can trigger him and try and like get the draw effect. We've got an Imperm to just negate something, and we've got the Alpha, which is really important here. So say our opponent's got something on the board, let's just say Dragoon. They've ended on a Dragoon, so we're going to Kaiju them, give them the weakest Kaiju. So we've gotten rid of that. So since your opponent's monsters attacks are higher than yours because we control nothing, we can special summon the Alpha. So we've got a level 8 body on the field, and they control the Kaiju, so of course we can bring out a Kaiju. So let's just bring the Flame Kaiju, doesn't matter. We're going to trigger Thunderbird. So let's see if we get the draw effect. Just going to shuffle this. I'm looking away from the camera, so I don't know what card it is. So let's just go for the middle one. So perfect, the Imperm, so discard. So Thunderbird, special summon, draw 1 card. So perfect, Pot of Desires. Trigger the pot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So those are banished. Draw 2. So what did we draw? Beautiful. Maju, and we drew the another Kaiju. So we have 2 options here. Alright, so first off, you can overlay. They're all 3 level 8, so it doesn't matter. So we can go into Photon again, and then we can go into Galaxy Eyes. Then Galaxy Eyes, use the effect to detach, pop their Kaiju, normal summon Grand Maju, and you've got game right there. That's an OTK, 4K, 3K, and 4K because we've got 10 banished. Or we've got this option as well, which is, alright, attach that again. It won't be an OTK, so if we don't overlay into that, so we've got those 3, it won't be an OTK, but you can still do this. You can go into the Dragoobleon package, so if you want to play it safe, just attach that. So remember, we're overlaying the Kaiju, yeah? We're overlaying the Kaiju, so we're using that into Dragoobleon. Then our opponent controls a Kaiju. So we're going to special summon Godarla. So you can go from there, or don't special summon the Kaiju and then just go straight into Numeron, which is you want to Harbinger at the bottom and Numeron there. I'll do it this side because of the light. So we've got the Numeron there, and you can just activate effect, detach, and he becomes 9k. And I mean, they still have the Kaiju there, so you can only attack with him because of the effect. So as I said, it's not OTK, but if you just want to bring him out, that's a good thing. So ideally, if you're going into the Numeron package, you want to have cleared the board with, like, I don't know, a Super Poly, Kaiju's Alpha bouncing back and stuff like that, and then just OTK with the 9k. Or as I said, going back again, we've got that on board, we have this in our hand, we overlay, go into Photon, then overlay into Galaxy Eyes. Before we pop the Kaiju, they control the Kaiju, so we can special summon another Kaiju. Galaxy Eyes, detach, pop their Kaiju, normal summon Grand Maju. So you've got 2700, you've got 3k, you've got 4k, and you've got 4k with the Maju. So as you can see, it's a very consistent deck. You have just so many options. You have so much power. See, Gizmek, Harpy's Feather Duster, Super Poly, so you just have so much. You've got draw power, you've got board wipes with the Kaiju's Alpha, to special summon. You can go into the Galaxy Eyes. You can go into the Numeron package. You can also clear boards with like the super poly targets. And if you didn't manage to hit for game and you swung with like an XYZs, you can just go into Zeus. So there's a lot of options for this deck. It's a really consistent deck. It's one of my absolute favorites. So yeah, if you want the full deck list, it's on my channel. Definitely check it out and let me know what you think. So I hope this video helps, and thank you guys for all the support. KAIJU-MAJU out.